Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the HD Connection, and I'm lucky enough to have two guests join my show who play a major role in the Cleveland Browns' success offensively. Now, the main reason I wanted these guys on my show is simple. The big guys need loving too. Yeah, you heard that correct. Big guys need loving too. So with that being said, I would like to introduce the starting left tackle for the Cleveland Browns, Jedrick Wills Jr., and the starting right tackle for the Cleveland Browns, Jack Conklin. Fellas, what's up, man?
Not much. Appreciate you having me on here.
No problem at all, man. I'm glad y'all can join me. And Jack, I'm going to go ahead and start with you first. Being a former first-round draft pick, how much of a role did you play in Jedrick's transition into the NFL as he was the 10th overall pick in this year's 2020 NFL draft?
It was definitely an interesting year. When my transition in the NFL, I went from left tackle in college to right tackle in the NFL, and Jedrick had the opposite. He went from being a right tackle to left tackle. Another interesting switch, which is definitely hard on a rookie, and just to go from a position you've been used to for so long in college and to switch like that. And I think just being a guy who's been in the same place as Jed, just try to help him with little things here and there. And I think the biggest thing I tried to just convey to him is just confidence, being confident in yourself, and you're going to make mistakes, and that's going to happen. And what I always like to say is, the difference between good and great in the NFL is guys who can let their mistakes go and not let it affect them the rest of the game. I was fortunate
enough to be able to play with you in Tennessee. And Jay, I don't know if Jack told you this, but I used to be his hype man.
I haven't heard too many of those stories yet. I got to hear about it.
I used to be his hype man, and I gave him a nickname, Jack the Ripper, because when it was time to go one-on-one, and we had competitions all the time against our defensive linemen, I was right there in Jack's ear. Wasn't I, Jack?
Oh, yeah. You're my boxing promoter.
So, Jack, for you, man, recently you were able to gift your mother with a wonderful gift, that being a car. What was that moment like for you?
It was unreal. It's like it's the things that you dream about doing when you're a kid, and you dream about making it to the NFL so you can do things like that. We were just coming off the big win versus Indy. I just feel like it was a great time. She was calling me all week trying to figure out ways to get up here because her car had broke down on her. I had a younger brother and sister at home, and she was just like, maybe I could do this, or I could ride with somebody, get an extra ticket. And I was like, don't worry about it. And then just got my team that's on my side to find her a car. And it was crazy. It was a great moment to give it to her.
Kudos to you, man. What were your reactions and what was going through your mind when you see your mother's reacting to the car being given to her?
It was happy. Like, I didn't really have any sad moments because I was just more thinking about her in the moment. She was sad, of course. You know how that goes with moms.
Yeah.
But it was amazing. It was just a dream come true, something I've always wanted to do for her.
Now, this question I have next is for both of you guys. Have any of you ever scored a touchdown in a college game or NFL game?
No.
No, I haven't been able to. I know. Back in Tennessee, they gave it to Taylor and Dennis and just left me out down there.
I gotta grab my phone. I gotta call Coach Kevin Stefanski. I gotta get this in the playbook. I gotta get y'all guys in the end zone. If y'all happen to get in the end zone, what would your celebration dance be? Because that's why I love big guys scoring touchdowns, because the celebrations are the most exciting.
I'd have to be prepared for the moment. This day and age, I'd probably find something from TikTok, make it funny. I'd probably do something like that, but I'd have to get the heads up first so I can get ready.
Sounds good to me. Listen, COVID-19 has stopped a lot of things from being able to happen. So I'm pretty sure y'all haven't had an opportunity to do rookie night yet, right?
No, not yet.
It's real easy.
Hey, I've heard stories.
Listen, I just want to ask you, is your mental capacity ready for rookie night?
It looks like I got to prepare more the way you're telling me.
Listen now. You better have your mind right for rookie. And you was the 10th overall pick. Ooh, that's some big money. We got to get all that money. Tell him, Jack.
Don't worry, Jed. You're just lucky you're not a receiver. Those receivers, they hurt each other right over there.
Look, I was lucky enough. I had Julio Jones as my rookie when I was in Atlanta. And then I had Corey Davis as my rookie when I was in Tennessee. So I was lucky enough to have two guys in the top 10 being drafted that I had. So you can only imagine the things that we got done on rookie night with both of those guys. But now I want to get more to the football talk with you guys. When you look at this Cleveland Browns team as an offense, y'all the number one rushing team in the NFL. Listen, and not only that, you guys have two guys in the running back room that are in the top 10. So my question for y'all is, Jack, how does it feel as an offensive lineman when you have those stats as an offense?
We take huge pride in it. And like you said, we have with Nick and Kareem, we have two backs that can take it to the house at any time. And to be able to have that, it just brings up the confidence of the entire offense. We can get a lot of stuff done. And I think the big thing that helps us too is with how well our run game's been going, it's just been playing into our play action. We got a lot of guys like you here, a lot of receivers that are willing to buy into the run game. So in the long run, they're going to be wide open and get their yards. And it's been a great thing just as an entire offense to see all these guys buy into the scheme, and really now we're starting to see the success of the wide zone and everything that comes along with that.
Jed, what's the mindset as y'all line up in them trenches every day as an offensive line unit?
At the end of the day, it's just to pound on them and break their will. There comes a point in time in the game up front where one side of the ball is gonna fold. And by the time we get to that fourth quarter, we want to be just, taking their will from them so we can be able to finish the game out and get to that 4-minute offense where we can just drive the ball down and then get that best formation in football, so the victory formation.
I like that, man. It's nothing like imposing your will on your opponent and making them quit. Now, I want to take it to the defensive side of the ball for you guys up there in Cleveland. Y'all have one of the best pass rushers in the country in Myles Garrett. So how easy are games when you have to go against Myles Garrett every day in practice?
There were some times this camp where I thought I was trash. I was like, oh no, what happened? It was just, and then we get to the season, I'm like, oh, it was just Myles. It was just Myles. And you want those guys on your side, and with Olivier Vernon too, having him there as well. Just being able to practice against those two guys every day, and Jake contest to this, it just helps us, prepares us, and makes us a lot better players. And like you said, once you get to game day, everything slows down.
Yeah, I can believe that, because the young man is a talented player. He does an amazing job for y'all, but y'all do an amazing job as well. So I got to give y'all kudos. Now, Jack, you're going back to Nashville, Tennessee, where you were drafted by the Tennessee Titans. Y'all play them this weekend in a big showdown. Both of the teams are 8-3. Both y'all are number 1 in rushing. They are number 2 in rushing. What are your emotions going to be like as you arrive in Nashville?
Oh, I think just excited. Be able to go back to a place to call home for the last 4 years and see a lot of my friends, a lot of teammates and stuff. And I think the most exciting part, though, is that like you said, we're both sitting at 8-3. It's not only a homecoming, but it's a game that means something for playoff seeding and just down the road. And those are the games that you grow up wanting to be a part of. These big games that in December that mean something.
Last one for both of you guys. What's one thing that the fans across the world don't know about you? Yeah, it's getting groovy now.
I'd probably say that. I mean, they may know though, because I have some things tied to my Twitter, but I'd probably say I'm a video game geek. That's what I do on my free time. So when I'm not studying or at practice or in meetings, that's what I do is play video games. Okay,
Jack, what about you?
Oh, I mean, if I had to think about it, I'd probably say just that I like playing basketball more than football. Being a big guy who has to block all the time, basketball was the most fun because I got to score.
It's true.
I like that. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Jack Conklin, Jedrick Wills Jr., Cleveland Browns offensive lineman. Thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all coming on the show and chopping it up with your boy.
Most definitely. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, Harry.